Hello everyone, I'm Arijit Banerjee. I head the newsroom in Genesis Burson Mastella in Gurgaon. Of course, the newsroom is in a way the nerve center of whatever is happening in terms of news because as a company we are dealing with news every day. In recent past, of course, one of the very crucial things which happened was the passage of the amendment, the Constitution Amendment Bill for the Goods and Services Tax, the GST. GST is a game changer and it will impact all the companies that we deal on a daily basis. So let's try and go through GST and look at how it impacts these companies. If you look at it, the goods and services tax, what it will do is it will subsume all taxes, different taxes which are paid by the companies at the central level as well as at the state government level. All of this will turn into a GST tax. There are various recommendations in terms of what the rates for this will be. Though the bill has been passed, the rates haven't yet been finalized, but the median rate could be somewhere about 18%, or at least the 18% could be the average rate for most of the products, or maybe a little more, or somewhere about 20%. So let's go through each of the sectors separately to understand how this will impact each of the sectors. First, let's talk about tech. We have a lot of clients in the technology space. So when we look at it, it's a win-win situation for some, a win-lose for some others. When we look at the e-commerce companies, they will benefit immensely because all the taxes they are paying in terms of distributing their goods across the country. Now this, what GST does it, one nation, one tax. So there's going to be only one tax wherever you may sell in the country. So that reduces a lot of hassles for these e-commerce companies. It also allows them to price their products in a much better way because they know what tax is going to be irrespective of which state they have to supply to. A lot of the logistics and warehousing costs will go down because they will be able to set off the taxes which are paid on those issues, on those products, and when the final product is delivered to the customer, that will not include those taxes. So in a way, prices for them will come down and they will probably have better margins. But however, if you talk with other IT companies, some of them may face a bit of problem because every center of every IT company placed in different parts of the country will have to now do their accounting separately. Apart from that, some of the IT products may get a little expensive, mobiles may get a little expensive because the tax on them is at the moment somewhere about 15 to 16%, it may go up to 18-20%. So in a way, the input costs for IT companies would go up in the sense that laptops, computers they use, mobile phones they use may become a little expensive. Then of course we come to another sector, which is automobiles. Automobiles will benefit hugely. They will benefit hugely is because if you look at the fact, the price of a car is actually the sum total of all the components that go into the car. So now the taxes paid on these components can be set off by the car manufacturer, which means that the end price of a car will be much lower because the taxes which have been paid earlier will now not be charged in the final tax. If we talk about, of course, the FMCG sector, it's again a mixed bag. Some of the companies in the FMCG sector would benefit because as I said earlier, the logistics costs go down, the multiplicity of taxes reduces, so it's much easier when it's coming to accounting. It's much easier in terms of trying to read the tax structure in any particular area. But there are few companies which will be hit. For example, aerated drinks will face a bit of a tax hit because they have been put under the demerit good category by the Subramaniam committee, which has proposed the rates. What it means is that at the moment the aerated drinks experience a tax of somewhere about 20-25%. Under the new GST regime, that may go up to as high as 40%. So that is going to be an issue, and airline companies may also face some amount of problem because the petroleum products are out of the GST ambit. The high rates of taxation on those will continue. So of course, once the final rates come in, we'll have a clearer picture on what the impact on each sector, each company is going to be. But at the moment, it seems to be a mixed bag. But the good thing is that with this change coming in, you will have a uniform rate of taxation. The confusion in terms of taxation will be over, and over a longer period of time, there is an expectation that the tax rates would slowly come down. There would be better compliance, the government would get better revenues, and consumers ultimately would get lower prices.